Hi guys, my name is Emma and let's talk spooky stuff. Hi guys, welcome back. I am really excited about today's video. Last month I did a similar video talking about what was coming out in June, so I thought we'll talk about some VOD horror movies coming out in July. Obviously it's a very strange time to be alive, so these VOD movies are really helping us get through, and I'm really excited about what's coming up this month. Make sure you grab a piece of paper and a pen and jot down some of these movies because you'll want to keep an eye out for when they hit VOD near you. But on that, before I get started, I do want to say this video is sponsored by Surfshark, which is a VPN. A VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. A VPN lets you surf safely on the internet by encrypting your data, but one of my favorite benefits from a VPN is it lets you unlock geo-blocked content. Yes, you heard right. If you want to unlock Netflix in a different country, say America or Canada or England, you can do that just with a click of a button. And all of a sudden, your horror library just got a lot bigger. One thing I absolutely love about Surfshark is when you pay for one subscription, you get it on your phone, on your laptop, on unlimited devices. So one subscription gives you all the unlocked content on all of your devices, which works out well if you travel a lot. Surfshark have a 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee, so you have no worries if you want to try it out for a month. Download Surfshark today by using the link in the down bar and use my code SPOOKY for 85% off and 3 months free. Thank you again to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. And let's jump into it, guys. The number one movie that I'm so excited that is coming out this month is RELIC.
Mom! She called me a few weeks ago. I think she was scared.
A lot of us have been looking forward to this film for a long time. Directed by Australian filmmaker Natalie Erica James, this film stars Emily Mortimer, Robin Nevin, and Bella Heathcote. RELIC is a drama horror about a family whose grandma goes missing, and the clues left behind that point to a chilling conclusion. The film claims to be a spin on the haunted house story we all know too well. Director Natalie Erica James co-wrote the film based on the experience she had with a loved one who had Alzheimer's. She drew inspiration from Gothic and Asian horror, which are her favorite among the genre. I'm very excited for this one. It's one I've been looking forward to all year. I'm just really keen for a moody haunted house with a little bit of a twist. Next, coming out on the 24th of July on VOD, let's talk about AMULET. If R-rated horror is important to you, you may want to pay attention to this film. AMULET, directed by Romola Gary, is about a homeless man living in London who is offered shelter by a young woman and her dying mother. But as the man starts to bond with the young woman, his suspicions start to grow. Who are these people, and what is really going on with this older woman? The film was slapped with its R rating because of its strong, bloody, and violent images. Fun fact, the director is well known for her background in acting, appearing in films such as ATONEMENT and The Last Days on Mars. But she's always had a love for the genre, with films like Rosemary's Baby and The Shining greatly inspiring her. A sad fact though, when I looked up an interview of her, I wanted to kind of get a sense of what kind of film she would be putting out. There was a very upsetting interview with her at Sundance Film Festival where she was being interviewed about this film, where an interviewer suggested that she did not look like a horror fan. Yikes. I had to say something. So awful. But onwards and upwards, here's one for you indie fans. HOMEWRECKER is a comedy horror that made the festival rounds last year. The film was written by Precious Chong and Alex Esso, who many of you will recognize from Starry Eyes and Dr. Sleep. Interesting enough though, not only did they both write the screenplay, they actually star in the film. Directed by Zach Gain, this film is about two women who befriend each other, and then, are you ready? Obsession takes over. Yes, it is a stalker film.
I'm sorry, but I really have to go.
I don't think so.
You guys know how much I love obsession and stalker films. I did a whole video on them, and I'm very excited to add this one to my watch list. Although this one is a stalker film, it's also a horror comedy. So although there is an obsessive aspect, I expect the story to be very offbeat and very dark. Again, this one is an indie film and it has the short runtime of 1 hour and 16 minutes, but I'm so excited to check it out. The next film I want to talk to you about is The Beach House, which is going to be released on Shudder in most countries on the 9th of July. Directed by Jeffrey A. Brown, the film is a sci-fi thriller that's meant to include elements of isolation, viral infection, environmental phenomena, and body horror. What a crossover after the year we've all had. I feel like this one might push me over the edge. The film stars Liana Liberato, known for Banana Split, and Jake Weber, known for Dawn of the Dead. There's not a lot of information about this one yet. I believe Girly Gore has done a review on it, but I didn't want to check it out because I wanted to go in blind. But I will link that down below. She has a great channel. You should definitely check it out. But the term Lovecraftian horror has been thrown around. So although it may push me over the edge, I'm intrigued. The next film I want to talk to you about was released in Indonesia last October, and it had limited releases in Malaysia and Hong Kong earlier this year, but it's set to hit Shudder in most countries in July. This Indonesian drama horror mystery is directed by Joko Anwar, who was well known for his film Satan's Slaves. In this one, a woman returns to a small secluded village with her best friend, unaware of the danger that is waiting for them. I know I'm being very vague on this one, but I did look into the background and I just didn't want to give away too much. Some of the blurbs tell you what happens, and I think this one will be very cool to kind of follow along with, completely blind. What I do want to say is I checked out the trailer and it looks phenomenal, and it definitely looks like something that is worth your time. The film looks both disturbing and uncomfortable, two of my favorite things in horror. I was really happy to learn when Satan's Slaves was released on Shudder, it did so well, and it became one of the biggest hits for foreign film for them. So when this film was going to be released, they snatched it right up, which I love for Indonesian horror. The last film I want to talk to you about is something I've been curious about for the longest time, and I've heard that apparently this film has already premiered in LA. They did a drive-in premiere for this one, and it's Dave Franco's new film, The Rental.
I should have brought the telescope.
What do you need a telescope in the city for? Unless you're like a peeping Tom or something.
Starring Alison Brie, Jahavi Rydler, and Toby Huss. The Rental was co-written by Dave Franco and Joe Swanberg. This horror thriller is about two couples that stay in a holiday rental for a celebratory weekend when things turn sinister. There's not a lot of information out about this one, but the poster does give away a little bit. I find it really interesting that someone is falling into the sky, and of course, the tagline, secluded getaway, killer views. But this being Dave Franco's first time directing, I have a lot of questions. Did he go for horror because he has an interest in it? I haven't seen him in any horror roles before. Does he like horror? Does he have a distinctive horror style? I'm very excited and interested. So that's everything I'm looking forward to this month on VOD. Of course, Saint Maud is coming out in some cinemas. Unfortunately, not to Australia, it doesn't look like, for another 2 or 3 months. So I haven't included any cinema releases. Let me know if you'll be going to cinemas near you once they open back up, and let me know what you're excited to see this month. I'd love to know. Anything I've missed, let me know down in the comments. Of course, these are just ones that I picked out, but I'd love to know what you guys are excited for. Once again, thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring this video and supporting me as a creator. I know you guys are gonna love their stuff, so make sure you check it out with the link down below. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Don't forget, I do 2 new videos every single week talking about horror movies and thriller movies and everything kooky, spooky that goes bump in the night. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Stay spooky. Bye.